Talk to me about how. Oh Jesus Christ! Talk to me about how the microdosing felt. Jesus.
Microdosing felt great. I didn't really feel it honestly until maybe like after our jujitsu sessions, but it made me think about certain positions where I like to play, in my game, and it made me reflect on the roles that we had when we started the microdosing, and then um, doing the Q&A, I was able to really come down with a lot of detailed questions to ask for certain aspects in my game for Joe. And, I've actually learned so much things that I'm going to be able to, try out and add to my arsenal. So it was great, yeah.
How about anything like non-jujitsu related that came up for you? Maybe through the breath work, the Temescal, the Ganja Yoga.
Breath work, always great. Did it last time and it was absolutely amazing. And I had, I think, a better experience this time, just visually, you know. Um, and I'm still trying to kind of like process on exactly like what I saw and like what it means. And it's like I think I'm understanding it, but I'm not 100% sure. But once I kind of put it all together, which I feel like it is, by it's just naturally coming like all together, like whatever I'm experiencing, whatever I'm seeing, or whatever I'm feeling. And I'm definitely going to be able to sit down and think about it and unfold it eventually. But, stuff like that takes time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I'm happy I got to get in that kind of space again,
Right on.
Yep.
How about with the Ganja Yoga? How is that different, maybe from how you normally like use weed back home?
Ganja yoga. I actually don't smoke
Hmm.
weed. Yeah. Um, very often. I used to, when I was in college and stuff, and a little bit after. But then I kind of stepped away from that, I guess, because I didn't really see the point, because most of the time it was just me smoking to go to sleep or smoking because somebody was just smoking around me or just hanging out, whatever. But with the Ganja Yoga, we make sure that we're doing everything with and for a certain purpose, focusing on something that we want to either um, fix or enlighten ourselves in some certain way. It's really just using it with intention, which is what the whole trip is about. And it's amazing because you don't think about, a lot of people don't think about using these things like mushrooms or even weed as a kind of tool to help them get better. They just want to either escape or they just don't want to feel, they want to feel a little higher. But without really true intention, you're kind of just wasting it, you know.
Well put. Lastly, what do you say to the homies back at Pure who didn't come?
Homies back at Pure that didn't come, that said they were gonna come, or were like, oh, like I'll see what I can do. Dude, make the trip out. It's worth it. The weather's nice. You're in the middle of a jungle. When are you gonna sleep in the middle of a jungle? Take the chance. You're gonna be with a bunch of people. You're gonna be with your friends. Um, Food here is absolutely amazing. There's a pool, cenote, and Cordy and Dave are just, they're the best. Um, Always keep us entertained, making sure our bodies and our minds are healthy, for when we go back home. And it's just a great experience, especially with a bunch of people that you kind of create this bond with them that kind of just it doesn't go away. This is my second time, and I'm probably gonna come a third. So I'm gonna fill that spot if you don't. All right.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Yep.
That's perfect.